And of course, gotta make sure I have... Okay. Let me make sure I've got sound. Sound. I've got sound. Woo! Alright, sound is included. Perfect. Alright, welcome back to Dead by Daylight. There is a new survivor, and we are going to mess around with the new survivor, Orella Rose. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, so forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But I'm told in trailers it's Orella. Also, I am joined by Centered Salt today, at least for a little while. But we're going to start off with the new character, Orella. First off, we're gonna... I would go through her bio and stuff like that, but honestly, I don't want to bore anyone watching by reading through the bio unless you really want me to, so let me know in the chat if you want me to. But I'm not going to unless you ask, because honestly, if you want to see it that bad, unless you can't, I would go check it out for yourself, honestly, so... But, with that being said, we are going to jump straight in, try and get her Adept achievement, and go from there. I'm just going to level it up. I should read the bio? Okay, I will. It's up to you. I mean, if you want to put your audio in, go for it. If you'd rather not have your voice included, that's totally fine. But first things first, level her up to level 10 in the Blood Web so I can have all 3 of her perks. And then clean out the loadout, because I think technically you can have an item and stuff like that and still get Adept, but don't care. Oh, look at you go. Okay, Orella. I better just type it in. I have literally every survivor perk under the sun. Oops. Orella. Duty of Care. I'll read through the perks here in a second too. So first off, do no harm. Helping those in need comes easily, no matter how dire things get. When you heal another survivor, for each hook state they have, heal 30% faster and gain 3% progress for succeeding great skill checks. Duty of Care. You live by a code of conduct every day of your life and are all the better for it. When you take a protection hit while healthy, all other survivors within 12 meters gain 25% haste for 5 seconds. Haste increases survivor movement speed. Don't worry about me, I've got a knack for bouncing back. Orella Rose. I don't think I read the one at the bottom of Do No Harm. Look at me, my name's Orella, and I'm gonna make sure you're alright. And then Rapid Response, the final perk. When the moment comes, you give it your all. Your survival depends on it. When you do a fast logger exit, you suffer from the exhausted status effect for 30 seconds. When you gain exhausted, you see the killer's aura for 2 seconds. That's kind of lame. We'll see what it does. Fair enough, I have no idea who that is. So, exhausted prevents survivors from activating other perks that cause exhausted. Alright, you got this. 3, 2, 1, go. I kind of like the little quotes at the end of every perk. I think that's a cool, interesting touch. I know they do that for all of them, but... Okay, her bio is very long, so... Alright guys, let's read a novel real quick. Let's see what happens. Orella Rose grew up on Chicago's far north side in Rogers Park, just blocks from Lake Michigan. Her dad was a firefighter, and her mom was a nurse. She couldn't help but observe how much they sacrificed to help others, and she knew she would one day do the same in her own way. Orella majored in hospitality at Lakehead University. Freshman year, she bonded with Emily, a girl in her restaurant management class who helped her through her transition. Emily was a huge fan of horror movies, and she regularly listened to recordings of an old podcast called All Things Wicked This Night. The host, Sable Ward, often talked about the stories of a horror writer named Cliff Barra. Many were made into the movies in the 1950s and became cult classics. The art director, Alex DeMaro, survived the horrors of war and infused his macabre sets with costumes with a palpable sense of dread. Okay, sorry guys, I'm cutting this off for 2 seconds. It is really hard to read the white letters with her white shirt behind it. Orella and Emily couldn't get enough. They hung out at the Hard Boiled Cafe, a coffee shop and bookstore with a 1950s mystery theme. They so loved the atmosphere, they made plans to one day open a themed restaurant of their own. They would create a dining experience that recreated the horror stories, characters, sets, and costumes of Barra and DeMaro. A place where people could escape their humdrum lives to spend an hour or two living on the edge. The idea so excited them, they created a haunted house for Halloween to try out those same ideas. They commandeered an empty college dormitory to build the haunted madhouse of Doom. On Halloween, dozens of students lined up to experience the terror of an insane asylum based on one of Cliff Barra's most celebrated stories. Orella led groups of laughing and screaming college students past padded cells and torture chambers filled with axe murderers, groaning zombies, and wailing ghosts. Oh, pardon me. The shock therapy room featured a jury-rigged shock table. Emily played the part of a writhing patient wired up for a shock treatment. She wore a headpiece fitted with electrodes that would light up and smoke and spark once Orella told one of the students to throw the switch. They used the shock table dozens of times, and each time Emily would shake and shriek like a banshee, eliciting a chorus of delighted screams. This time, however, a frayed wire shorted out, and Emily didn't shriek, but went rigid as her face contorted into a silent scream. There were sparks and smoke and the smell of burnt meat. Miraculously, Emily was still alive after Orella pulled the plug. They called for an ambulance, and as they waited, Emily's breathing grew shallower and shallower. Orella felt helpless, useless, worthless. By the time the EMTs finally arrived, Emily was gone. The very next day, Orella dropped out of college and started training to become an EMT. She never ever wanted to feel that helpless again. Her parents were surprised, but supported her, and within a year, Orella was driving an ambulance and saving lives. She had a natural talent for soothing and calming those who needed her most. Both nurturing and protective, she had a knack for taking charge and bringing people together. Still, she never forgot Emily, or their dream of opening a horror-themed restaurant based on the movies of Barra and DeMaro. Working as an EMT, she knew it would take her years to save enough money, but then one day, she rescued John Kingsley, a man worth billions. Called to the scene of a terrible car crash, she found he wasn't breathing. She instantly performed CPR and restarted his heart with a portable defibrillator. His doctor later said he would have surely died if not for Orella. Grateful for saving her life, he offered to finance her dreams and gifted her an old building located at 900 Blood Lane across an old cemetery. With financing and the perfect location, Orella hired some friends to help her design the most immersive horror experience ever. Screams in the Dark would open only one weekend a month to start, each time with a completely unique set, theme, and menu. Soon, it was all horror enthusiasts could talk about. People loved the Barra DeMaro aesthetic, and many wanted Orella to open 6 days a week, but for Orella it wasn't about the money. She was perfectly content saving lives Monday through Friday and creating horror and mayhem once a month. One time, she themed the experience around a Barra story about a mysterious fog that transported victims to another dimension. Some believed the words in the story were cursed and somehow made readers disappear. She laughed those superstitions off until later that night, when a black fog rose up around her. Pardon me, she hurried outside, but the black fog was everywhere. She froze suddenly, and called out to her friends. No one answered. Then she heard cries for help, calling out to her from the dark. Orella didn't panic. She never panicked. She merely assessed the situation and pushed through the thickening fog until she froze with a sudden realization. They sounded like her cries, and they seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at the same time. For the first time in years, Orella felt a shudder run down her spine, as she realized her dream had somehow led her into a living nightmare. A nightmare not unlike the one described in Barra's cursed story. And as she processed this strange observation, the anguished cries came again, and again, louder and more desperate. Only this time there were many different voices, and one of them sounded like Emily. Instantly, Arella shook off her superstitions and became all business as she urgently searched the dark abyss for the wounded and dying before it was too late. That was... It's very good. I like that. That is a lot, though. Holy. We are over 10 minutes into the stream, and I've pretty much spent most of that reading. Ooh. Yeah, thank you. Ouch. With that being said, now I say it is time that we jump right into the games. My throat started getting dry towards about the midpoint of that bio. Oh. Yeah, it was really good though. Mm-hmm. Arella seems futuristic to the fog. Sable seemed current. No. Like maybe 20 years in the future, not 1,000 years or whatever. What was? Yeah, it could be. Who knows? But point being, though, they seem like they're about the same age, give or take, when they were taken. So does Arella, though. Arella seems, well, based on her lore, she can't be more than mid-20s. Yeah, and she was a paramedic for a while. But I'm still thinking no older than mid-20s. And Sable, I would say early 20s, maybe late teens. I'm thinking so, yeah. Give or take, of course. I don't know if it actually says... I should look a little closer, because maybe it actually legitimately says the age of them somewhere, but I've never noticed. I tell you, this new Rift quest setup thing, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not going to take the time to try and explain it because I still haven't fully figured it out myself, to be completely honest, so I think I would just make it worse if I tried to explain it to everyone. But it is interesting. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get used to it for sure. Like I said, it's not... That is really nice. Yeah. But, whatever. Also, I don't know what it's been, but the last couple days Survivor wait times have been pretty rough. I'm not sure why or what happened or what, but like I can't imagine that one new Survivor brought in that many more Survivor players as, you know, as soon as I start talking about it, but no. I've seen her a fair bit, but not a ton. But yeah, now we go for her adept. Steven Sable. Speaking of Sable. Yeah, it kind of is. Doesn't really seem like it, but maybe. Alrighty. Oh, is that your streamer? Ah, yes. I haven't played as Orella yet at all. I've seen her a little bit, but I haven't played as her yet, so we'll see if I get tunneled like a lot of people were claiming they would.
We have one shot here.
We have one
Let's work
shot
together.
here. Let me shake a little. Alright, enough stupidness. I'm not gonna join Steve. She's headed straight for you guys too. I am joining Sable at the top. Really don't like not having my regular loadout. I'm not gonna lie. I'm too set in my ways. Huh. Sable's taking that chase. I'm gonna finish this bad boy. She literally got down right under me. That's terrifying. Come on, finish it up. Let's go. Where is she taking... Let's get you, Sable. Let's heal you, Sable. She's back. Who is she chasing? Oh. She's a little confused. Oh, she's chasing Sable again. How lovely. I guess she's one of the ones with a weird, unnatural hatred for Sable. Everyone's developed a very extreme reaction towards Sable, and it's like a lot of people hate her simply because so many people love her. That's it. That's the only reason. Like, with what I've seen for Orella, I'm not saying it's a good reason, but there's a reason. With Sable, it's just completely unreasonable from, like, no point. Like, I'm sorry. It's not reasonable towards Orella either, but you know what I mean, though? Like, there's a reason behind it. Exactly. That's exactly it. People hate Sable because so many people love her. Which is crazy to me, but whatever. Can you go pick Sable up? please and thank you. I'll go there too once I'm done this gen, but... Steve, my man! She didn't care. She did not care that I was on that gen. At all. She just wants Steve. Literally just touched the gen and then it blew up in my face. I hate that perk. Ugh. I don't have windows of opportunity right now, so this could get interesting. I like rely on windows. Nice. I got stuck on a rock. Good job, we waited for it. No. She can't seem to comprehend when you double back when she goes spirit mode. I often even get away with running back into it. She can, but she doesn't seem to figure it out anyway. I'm at the furthest gate from where you guys just finished that. I'm hoping I get this open before she turns up, because I'm injured. And it would be pretty sweet to get the adept first try. I'm getting into the gate. Now heal me. Yeah, here she is. Yeah, nope. I knew what she was doing. I wasn't born yesterday. I'm not that new to this game. I'm not new to this game at all. I've got like 1,000 hours now. Not bad points. Well, me too. I almost got 2. I'm 1 thing away from getting 2 pips. That was a good game for me. Relatively. Actually, we all played really well. We are all within 1,000 points of each other. This person has obviously been bullied. This poor spirit. That was a great team. No, we just played really well as a team. But look at that. All 4 of us are within 1,000 points of each other. That's crazy. I did get hit once, but I did spin her a time or 2 as well. It's so fat.
I think Sable talked about this place.
Mine just said that too. She idolizes Sable. Okay, well. That went way quicker than I expected, so I'm gonna continue playing her until I get her to P1. Because I might as well unlock all her perks for all my other characters. I mean, I could get her to P1 now, but I'm gonna keep my blood points up. I'm just getting her to level 15 in the Blood Web, so I have 4 perks. Oh. See, I could too, because I have 4.75 million, but... Alright. Any means necessary. I do, yep. My main viewer base is bots. Yeah, that too. Ah, we're night shift. It fits right now. Alright, I have not unlocked Kindred for her yet, so... I love Kindred. I'm gonna use Boil Over just to be a pain in the butt for now. Any good offerings? Well, sealed envelopes. I'll use those for now. Let's give her. I don't even have cake. No maidens. No cakins either. No Kraken. Isn't that a whiskey or a rum brand or something? Yeah. Well, that too. I usually think of the hockey team in Seattle. Yeah, see, that doesn't really come up regularly for me, admittedly. Fair enough. I did not think I was gonna get that first try. I'm not complaining about it, but I am surprised. Oh, the dogs are not pleased. I might have to close my window. It's really hot in here. Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna notice. Yeah, no, that's not how that works, but okay. I wonder why the Survivor matches are taking so long right now. I mean, obviously it's not the end of the world, but it is kind of annoying. Oh well, whatever. Oh no, if anyone here follows hockey too closely, but Toronto beat Florida again with the same score, no less, too. So Toronto's up 2-0 in the series, and they won 4-3 both times. So that was cool. Hello, Sable. Fair enough. I guess so. Bass Pro Shops. Love Bass Pro Shops. I also really like Cabela's. I don't hunt. I don't even, like, I don't do anything like that typically. But I still love going there anyway. Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, stuff like that. Like I said, I don't go... Yeah, that's fair. I don't go out hunting. I don't go out fishing generally. I don't even usually go camping in the sense of Cabela's type camping. I'm too pretentious for that. Yeah, I'm too pretentious to go normal camping. But I still love going there.
Let's get this done.
Yep. He just turned up on us. I absolutely despise playing against Kaneki. Because he is a cheat code. He is a walking cheat code. It is so unpleasant to play against. Oh, he did what I didn't think he would. He vaulted the window. I did not think he was gonna do that. It was really close to a door, so I thought he'd go for the door. So I went back to the window. Joke's on me. Oopsie. Oh well. But yeah, I hate facing Kaneki. He is so hard to face. I don't know. Maybe I'm just really bad at this game, but I struggle against Kaneki in a big way. I think he's a very cool character and all that, but man... I did keep him busy for a while, though. That is true, which isn't terrible. Don't let my hours in this game deceive you. I am a very mediocre player. So running a killer like Kaneki for a whole gen... Not again. Get out of here, you meanie! Good. I don't want him. I don't know. You want to heal? No heal, okay. Maybe they have resilience or something. she's no longer injured. She must have had styptic or something. I don't know. Okay. Oh, syringe. That's what I meant. My bad. I don't use items and add-ons like ever. So that's another thing that my knowledge is really deceiving. Finish it. Thank you. You're my hero. Kaneki, get out of here, man. Nobody invited you. Oh. Yeah, I love his character design. His power is incredibly cool. Like, don't get me wrong. But he is so annoying to face. I wonder if we can heal. There we go. Yeah, I noticed. Luckily, we have pretty good sight here. No, he's coming straight back to the hook here. I'll just go heal at basement. Yes, please do. I'm gonna heal in basement. Well done. I wonder if he knows I'm in basement. I think he does. Maybe not. I thought he was coming into the basement. Oh, flashlight. Too bad I don't know how to use flashlights. Oh, I had a beamer. I should have tried to save you. You want to heal, Sable?
You're gonna be alright.
In this economy? Yeah, I know. Sable, run. Run. I'm being really, really greedy now. Oh, come on. Get to the window. Whoa! Okay. That was a bit of a... That was a bit of an unreasonable hit, but... Well, felt like it. You viewers can tell me if it was actually unreasonable or not. I felt like I was pretty far away from that window already, though. I'm not gonna lie. Of course he is. He got brutally outplayed, so he needs to defend the hook like crazy to guarantee at least one kill. I honestly don't think we really have a choice other than making a break for the door.
Stupid hook.
Right there, but I have... Oh, man. Is he picking you up or is he coming for me? He's coming for me. I'm sorry. I should not have run out on you. That's so mean. To be fair though, if I had waited around or something, it would have just resulted in a 2K instead of a 1K. There was nothing I was doing about that, not injured. Unfortunately. Well, thank you for coming back to save me, and I am sorry I couldn't get both of us out. Nope. I clicked through these levels and stuff. I got decent points. Hey, on the bright side, you got more points than Fang did, and she escaped, so you would have had like 600 more points than me had you escaped. So you did very good. I don't know if I did either. I didn't actually look. I did. I barely got a pip. That was a good team though. I liked that team. Yeah, I'm not sending... Actually, I will, just because she brought the cobbler. And she did play well up until the very end. I shouldn't say she didn't play well, either. I don't know what was going on over there. The Sable, I understand why she ran out immediately, because she was injured and he was there. She was either dying or running out right then, so I get that.
Where are you?
Can't hate simply surviving. I gotta keep an eye out for Kindred in the Blood Web. I like rely on Kindred. My game relies on it. Okay, maybe it doesn't rely on it, but boy does it sure help. Very well done. That is one thing. I'm not even halfway there technically yet, but once I get my first character to P100, I will for sure make sure I stream that. How do you even do that? Fair enough. Blood points? It's a 5 million cap. That and free gifts and stuff, I guess. That is interesting. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I see. Yep. Then I gotta work on some chemistry. Probably not tonight. I'll probably go to bed after I'm done streaming tonight, but I gotta do some chemistry tomorrow. Lucky, lucky me. Gosh, man, TikTok, absolutely. It's just Poshman TikTok, yep. Just for some context for people who may not understand that, there is a Dead by Daylight streamer on Twitch, Slate, and one of his chatters at one point called him, not his chatter, pardon me, this was in the endgame chat. He's a PC player. This was in an endgame chat, and the one guy's like, I can't remember your name, and then called him Poshman TikTok. he is British, to be fair, so I get it. That is like the poshest of the Poshmans. But but anyway, so just for a little context for anyone who may not understand that, Poshman TikTok is Slate, who is very entertaining. So it was pretty funny. Poshman TikTok. That's all I call him now. I can't watch a Slate video without saying Poshman TikTok at least twice every time. And I don't call him Slate anymore. I call him Poshman TikTok. Too good. That one, I thought that was hilarious. Oh, I bet it is. The buffet is well and truly closed. Oh, that was brutal. I highly recommend watching some of his. I would go to YouTube and watch his like weekly compilations. They are so funny. Or even the like he does like the year compilations at the end of the year too, I think. But if you want just some quick and easy Dead by Daylight content, watching his weekly compilations is worth the time. They are so funny. Yeah, he does it once a week. A lot of creators only do like once a month or something, which is fine too. To be fair, the ones who do it once a month are usually 20 to 30 minutes long. His are usually like 8 to 10. I've seen lots that are like 8-ish minutes too. So I mean, it's a bit of a balance, but honestly, I've been lucky enough, small or big time streamers, I haven't actually run into any toxic YouTubers or streamers in Dead by Daylight yet. Well, that's not actually true, but I wasn't. The streamer I ran into that was extremely toxic, pardon me, is not a big name that's out there. And he was just mad because I looped him for 5 whole gens. He was very mad. It was really funny. What's that? Oh, are you thinking of the guy that was streaming when I was playing Killer? Yeah, no, this was a guy who I went into his chat after to just say like good game or whatever. I often do that. If I play against someone who has TTV in their name or something, I'll go into their chat and just say, hey, good game, good playing with you or something like that. And I went and dropped that, and he lost his marbles on me, so. No, there was one guy who was extremely high. I don't think he really meant the hate behind what he was saying, to be honest. I think he was tired and just sick of the game, honestly, at that point. I was playing the Unknown, and I was not live, but he was. And I absolutely destroyed his team. Like, I don't think that match was more... Oh, what was it? Like 7 minutes and 50-some seconds or so. I don't think it was even a full 8-minute match. And he was pissed. He called me the sweatiest killer he'd ever seen. And keep in mind, you guys have seen my killer skills. Like, I'm not capable of being a sweaty killer. Like, I didn't slug. I didn't tunnel. I didn't slug. I didn't do anything like that. I just simply destroyed that team. I dominated that team. And he was livid. But He had been streaming. It was around 4 hours in at that point, and like I said, I don't know if it's had anything to do with it or not, but he was very obviously extremely high on marijuana. So I thought that usually calmed people down, to be honest, but
I think for a lot of people it causes super high anxiety.
maybe. I do remember one time a guy I know, he tried weed for the first time. Weed had already been legalized by that point, but he was most definitely underage, so I'm not going to disclose names. But he tried it for the first time, and he thought we were trying to kill him. It was brutal. Like, it was the middle of a Canadian winter. It was about negative 20 Celsius outside, and he was running around barefoot out in the snow. Away from us. He thought we were trying to kill him. So we ended up thinking, like, okay, best thing to do is probably leave him alone and let him figure it out. Why did you bring him back here? What the hell just happened? That was really weird. Break the pallet. It's too strong. Not anymore. Well, yeah. No, 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 no. I got one just outside of Shack, which I am resetting as we speak. Any means necessary. I absolutely love that perk. Okay, never mind. I got rid of that pallet now. Not Shack, though. Yep. I ended up having to throw it. I've kept him busy here for a while. I'm gonna try and heal in basement, though. This is risky, because he was right close. Okay, he's on you guys anyway. Should be fine. My controller batteries are low. Hopefully they'll last the rest of the stream. I'm in the basement. Shack. I am fully healed. Do you want heals? Is that what you're saying? Might as well heal down here now if you're here. I'll go on this side so I can take a hit if he decides to show up. Gotta get behind you. You gotta be on the same level. You're welcome. Yep. It looks like he's kind of coming this direction-ish, maybe? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Okay. Hey, I just got a first aid kit. Lovely. How fitting.
Yeah.
Meg, where did you go? Let me heal you. She's healing herself. We made him quit. Noise. Yeah, I don't think he was happy. I spun him once, and then I just stayed away from him. I kept outsmarting him at pallets and windows. So he gave up on me finally after chasing me for a gen and a half or something like that. Then he chased Meg and Soma there for a while. And then he chased you. And all he got out of it was... I hope so, actually. All he got out of it was three injuries. Yeah, I think so. This poor guy. We have absolutely ruined his night, I think. Oh. Oh, yeah, well. I've got like 8 times his time, roughly.
Some kind of prank?
Some kind of prank? That's what Arella said. Put a few more. This is not happening. Not what I wanted. I got a cake finally. I really want Kindred, but it's just not popping up in my blood web. Yeah, I just don't need to. I'm not that worried about it. I don't. I've been doing just fine. I technically haven't lost a game yet today, actually, as a survivor. Or on stream, at least. Lost a few earlier, but... Only one, though. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that was only our 3rd game. Yeah. That counts as an escape as far as I'm concerned. If you're gonna quit out, you're forfeiting the game and giving the survivors that are left a win, in my opinion. Some people seem to disagree with that, which, whatever, fair enough. But I mean, if you quit out... And same thing, too. If a survivor DCs, even if it's only one, you've effectively given the killer a win, as far as I'm concerned. Because if you're quitting out, you're forfeiting the game, right? You know? So, I think it almost makes it a little easier to consider, like, 1 or 2 kills a win, is if you get them by someone DCing. Because obviously, you made them annoyed enough with the game to quit out. I will never understand DCing. Like, just take your points and run. As a killer. Nice. I haven't even abandoned a match yet. I haven't. I've seen lots of people abandon matches on TikTok. I don't need to do it myself. Yeah. Yeah, no, if they're... Yeah. No, if the killer is slugging, I know slugging is technically a valid playstyle, and I know it's not unreasonable, but it is really annoying. Yeah. That, but also, if you're slugging everyone just to let them bleed out, that is the worst. You are the worst. Oh wow, full Xbox lobby. It is. I like pretty much all of Yui's.
Or you always like the anime because she's like the only Japanese character.
Yep.
The only non-licensed Japanese character.
Yeah. There's a lot of Asian characters, but only one Japanese. Oh,
Yeah. Hattie.
she's actually Canadian. She was born in Quebec. Yeah, he's Japanese, but yeah, he's licensed.
We have lots of Canadians.
Yeah, but keep in mind, behavior is Canadian.
Yes, and I say work mainly out of Quebec or Montreal or something like.
Yep. Well, yeah, their office and everything is in Quebec, in Montreal. So, Jeff too is from Alberta.
I forgot.
Let's avoid
Yep.
the hooks. Hit those generators.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Aurella's like, let's avoid the hooks and get the generators. Like, yeah, I didn't know that myself. Thanks. Oops. It's okay, Jake is bringing her to me, so... Never mind. Heartbeat went away. I lied. Well... I don't know, maybe I didn't. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Jake, you're a jerk. This person turns awfully fast for an Xbox player. Yeah. I've never seen an Xbox player turn that fast in my life. Or they plugged a mouse and keyboard in. A mouse and keyboard doesn't work for some games on console, but apparently Dead by Daylight it does.
Hope that hook isn't rusted.
She absolutely sucks with hatchets, I'm not worried about that. Why are we going all the way over here? Why would we go towards where she is? If anything, we probably should have ran the other way. Yeah, I got one too that I'm halfway through. Until Jake brought her right to me. Thanks, Jake. He better be. I think the Jake was wearing the heart pajamas though, which is like guaranteed. Guaranteed Dead by Daylight loop god. Unless it's me playing Jake with the heart pajamas, then it's guaranteed mediocre dummy. But no! Heart Pajama Man! Are you going for Jake by chance? I'm doing the middle gen. That was the weirdest hit I've ever seen in my life. Oh my goodness. She is definitely not playing with normal sensitivity. Whew. She's like flicking like a PC player. It's crazy. Also, I don't know what she has against me. I guess I am the new character. But she won't stay in chase with anyone but me. She chased Yui for a while, and then gave up on her, and came back to me instead, so.
Guess I'm off the hook.
Yeah, she missed by a mile. She's crazy good at normal chasing. Hatchets, though? I don't know why she's playing Huntress. There's many killers that would better suit her playstyle and her skill set. Because she is awful with the hatchets. I know! Why is she staying here? Why? What did you do? Cause she's sticking right around you. Go away, Huntress. Like, seriously. How does she see me? Oh yeah, that got her attention. The fact that that hit when I was behind the wall already is crazy. She like caught my toe. She really has it out for Arella though. Holy hell. No way. Nice try, Jake. There, finally deleted the bot comments. Blocked and banned. Yeah, she sure really wanted to get rid of the new character pretty quick. She definitely wasn't on me any more than... Well, I guess that's the thing. She was on me for a lot longer than anyone else, but... But not only that, but she would just chase me for ages until she caught me. She keeps giving up on everyone else, which is very strange. I think she was I think she's angry about the new character, honestly. Oh well, whatever. Man, you only need one gen now anyway. The one right by where Yui's hooked is virtually done too, that's a shame. What's that? That's like the third hatchet she's landed all game. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD after too, because the one she landed on me, it sure looked like in the moment, it sure looked like I was already behind the wall when it hit, so... Because she keeps hooking people right there. Oh. Yui is running right there. She followed you.
Yeah.
You got the protection hit though, so nice job. She's just throwing hatchets at Jake. What a doofus. This is like the worst Huntress I've ever seen. Well, worst is a bit of a stretch, but... Very strange. Very, very strange playstyle. I mean, obviously it's working for her, so who am I to talk, but... Who am I to trash talk what's obviously working, but... Jake is not even in her lullaby radius right now. She's looking for Jake, I think. Might as well crawl around. Oh, I see. Fair enough. I don't know. She's on Jake. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I got distracted, but for any hockey fans there, Toronto beat Florida 4-3 again. So Toronto's up 2-0 in their series. And Dallas and Winnipeg had their first game of their series. Dallas won 3-2. All goals were scored in the second period in the Dallas-Winnipeg game. I am, of course, cheering for Winnipeg in that series, so that's an unfortunate start, but it was the first game, so it is okay. It's a little worrying because Winnipeg didn't win any road games against St. Louis. They only beat St. Louis at home, which is not ideal. But that being said, Winnipeg is down Morrissey. They're down a pretty major contributor, so... She has Lightboard. That explains a lot.
Emily. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I failed you.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright. Another Blood Web level. Another day, another dollar. He was playing quite well, really. Well, that's level 25 in the Blood Web for Arella. We're halfway to having her to P1. Oh, I was checking it out. That one bot account that was leaving chats there was created on May 6th. Do we know what day it is today, people? It is May 7th. So, yeah. Bringing Hattie out to play. Fair enough. So after about an hour and a half of gameplay here, how are we feeling about Arella? That is fair. Did you include your voice in the chat, or is it just me who's being heard? Okay, okay. For me, my honest opinion, she's fine. Her perks are okay. But I do not see her becoming a main for me, but nothing about her and her character is bad, but nothing about it really sticks out as amazing to me either. Like, the perks are just okay. The character design it's good. Like, it's a very well-designed character, but it's not, like, amazing to me. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, there is a really broken healing meta right now. But I'm thinking about the perks as individuals when I say they're okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, there is a really broken healing meta right now. Which I'm not particularly fond of, admittedly, but... Pardon me. In my defense for yawning here, it is midnight where I am, so it is late for me. And I was up at about 6 a.m. So I've been up for 18 hours already. So pardon any yawning that comes through. I won't be live for a whole lot longer either. Because, like I said, it is midnight where I am. And I don't know, I'm turning into an old man, I guess. I'm getting used to going to bed at like 11 o'clock at the latest. So, this feels awfully late. Yeah, once I get Arella to P1, I honestly don't see myself really playing her after that, other than for the odd challenge, or just when I do my randomized survivor challenges or wheels or whatever to pick random survivors. I don't see her becoming a staple in my Dead by Daylight gameplay. Yeah. She's certainly not going to become a hated character either or anything like that. Actually, I don't hate any of the characters, but she's not going to be my least favorite either. We'll put it that way. But she's definitely not one of my favorites either. having a hatred for a character in a video game kind of blows my mind, to be honest. So I'll never have a hatred for any of them, but she's not going to be the least favorite one either. So. I have no idea. Maybe an event one. If anyone happens to know what kind of med kit that is, please let me know. Because I don't. It'll probably let us check in. I guess we'll be able to check in the end game lobby thing there, but. Oh, Killer Shack hatch.
Oh, it's Vecna.
Oh. I am told it's Vecna. I can't see that anymore.
Yeah, I get the Iron Hand and escape. I'm kind of worried about that one because there's not very many Vecna players out there.
I actually had very little trouble with that one.
I haven't found one yet.
You haven't played? Oh, you mean in a chest. Certain conditions have to be met, of course. You gotta roll a 20.
Stay alive. All of you.
Okay, I wasn't going for it. Should have waited for a different one. Yep. Corrupt Intervention is one of the most overdone perks lately. Like, I get it, it's a great perk, but I see it constantly. I didn't even see what the boots were because he came. Oh, I got the one that lets me see his orb. He is stuck around me hard right now. I don't know why. He left finally. As soon as I say something about it, he leaves. Typical. Oh, he found you. Set that orb, like, way down. Thing's going into the dirt. I don't have anything to come try and save you with either, I'm sorry. I don't know how he saw me there. He must have aura. I just completely got stuck on absolutely nothing. Oopsie. I don't know why, but I get very little value out of Boil Over. Ever since putting it on, I haven't wiggled out of one grasp. I get out of them fairly regularly when I don't have it put on. Boil over's a hoax. Did you get the hand? 'Cause she ain't now. I have no idea. Really? You're just gonna gun for me? That is so dirty. One second, sorry, I'm very focused. I just rolled a 19. I was hooked over in the corner here. Like, do you see where I am right now? Okay. I was over half done this gen and it's back to 0 basically now. That is so annoying. Why did he come back to the hook? The way these killers get hits lately is blowing my mind. I've gotten 0 value out of Boil Over. What am I doing? What a useless perk. Good grief. Oh wow, that's lovely. Let's go Tunnel Ada real quick, why don't we? Oh yes, let's just immediately go stock both hooks. Makes sense. And Sable just ran right in front of his face. We kinda need you to come save. Sable's being chased. I'll go get her. It would have been lovely if you could have taken a hit, Ada. Good grief. This guy sure likes tunneling, doesn't he? Holy. And slugging. Well. I say you gotta do what you gotta do. When you can't get wins normally, you've gotta resort to less than ideal tactics. She didn't have it on when I saw her. She wasn't holding it either. Ada is not wearing the hand. No, she ain't. Oh, she is now. Huh. They must have changed the... It used to show up at the top of your little things, not at the bottom. It must. I've had both before at the same time. And I've never noticed the hand at the bottom. Yeah. They're not super common. Ada, what are you doing? Oh, her medkit's an event medkit. Ada, seriously. What are you doing? Oh, possibly. She's like pretty close to Sable, but she's just standing beside a locker. What? Sable just got up. Sable will be way more fun to watch. Never mind. She ran right into him. Who? Yep. He's not a very good killer. So, you gotta do what you gotta do to win. Can't really blame him for it, I guess. As frustrating as it is to be on the receiving end of it, can't really fault him for it. I didn't get a chance to do much though. I pretty much just got tunneled off the hook. Twice. So, not quite. The second time I did just get tunneled off the hook. But granted, I did go for the save too, so I mean, what do you do? The first time I didn't really get tunneled right off the hook, but he did come for me awfully quickly again. But I'm not gonna wait around for this one. Might as well just get into another one.
I remember hearing her voice.
That being said, I'm not really noticing any more tunneling than normal playing as Aurella. Because, as a lot of you will know, I typically main Mikaela, and honestly, I don't think I'm getting tunneled any harder than I normally did with Mikaela. So. No shared... Oh, wait. No, no shared offerings. I do have some personal blood point bonuses, though, which I will use. Because why not? Might as well make the blood points, I guess. I think this will probably be the last match before I call it a night. But we'll see how I feel at the end of this one. I'm thinking I'm gonna be pretty cooked, though. My Aurella is just a tiny bit behind yours with the thing she does in the lobby, and it looks really funny. But yeah, no, I saw a lot of people claiming they were gonna tunnel her out and stuff like that, but I am not noticing it any worse than I normally do, maining Mikaela. Now, granted, I've got a lot more time spent with Mikaela, so it's a little harder to judge yet. But so far, it does not seem any different. In fact, it almost doesn't. It almost seems a little better, not even worse. So I don't know. But that's a very small sample of games so far too. So hard to say for sure. I haven't really been actually tunneled off of a hook or anything yet either. At least not super obviously. Like, there's a couple games there where I definitely got targeted a little harder, I think, than everyone else, but I wasn't exactly specifically only targeted either, so I don't know. All in all, the games tonight haven't been too bad for it at all. Most of them have been great, actually. There's two of them that seemed a little tunnely, but even they weren't, like, super bad. So, I don't know. Overall, I'm feeling okay about it so far. Doesn't really seem like I'm getting... Doesn't seem like I'm getting unfairly targeted, per se, is what I'll say. To be fair, I think it was a very small portion of the population that was claiming they were going to tunnel her out too, to be fair. I don't think that was the majority of people. Oh, there we go. I was starting to wonder when it was going to go. Alucard and Trevor. Two paramedics and two weirdos. Like I said, weirdos. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a huge fan of Trevor or Alucard, to be honest. I really like Dracula, though. But that is coming from me as someone who's not huge into the Castlevania games either. I've tried one or two of them, like, years back. Never did fully play any of them, so... So I'm saying that simply as based on preferences too. I'm not basing it off of the Castlevania games at all. Stuff like that, so it's a little bit different, of course. The fact that specific category 100% offerings are a higher rarity than cakes, 100% over all categories is crazy to me.
Let's hit those generators.
Let's hit those generators. You got it, boss lady. Another Huntress, are you kidding me? This is a pretty decent map for Huntress, so that's concerning. Oh, yeah. I don't actually know where you are. She's got Mindbreaker, by the way, or whatever it's called. She came... I can't believe that hit. That's crazy. That is insane. I can't wait to rewatch these because I'm sure it's just deceiving me or it's a ping thing, but man, a lot of these hatchets today have seemed really, really iffy. Yeah, her ping is good. Mine is not great, actually, admittedly. Oh, brother. That is not good. Trevor just wasted Shack Pallet. I think she's gotta have aura reading of some sort here. Well, she didn't actually go for me. Now I'm confused. I'm gonna try something real risky. I'm gonna go heal in the basement. I'm already healing, don't worry about it. It is glitched though, look at that. That's been a glitch since Strength and Shadows came out with All Things Wicked there. And they haven't fixed it. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything, it just, you can't see how far in you are anymore. But it still functions as normal. So, doesn't really hurt nothing. Alucard just killed himself on the hook. Lovely. This Huntress is just manhandling us. That blows my mind, because she didn't even seem that good with the hatchets she was trying to throw at me. Oh, come on, Trevor.
It's just a scratch.
I'm thinking. I've got a med kit though, so. Oh yeah. Oh, Trevor's still alive. Is he gonna kill himself just like Alucard? You're going for him? That's... Trevor, brother. Well, Trevor. What are you doing, man? Jeepers. Wild. Oh. Oh. She knows exactly where I am. She looked in my direction and then just turned the other way and left. No! Well. She keeps just standing there and looking at me. I'm very confused. Yeah, she's gonna be coming straight for you now. I had to make sure. I was wondering if this is the one with all the... Uh-oh. Had a bit of a weird shot. Well. Wow. This, like, never works, but what other option do I have? I'm gonna hide on the other side now. Or I'm a little closer to the... Yeah, this is it. Here she is. Okay, maybe she's letting me go. What a hero. I do, for some reason, fairly often. I don't know why. I don't know what I do differently than anyone else does, but I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I do have to... I definitely... This Huntress game wasn't terrible for it. The first Huntress game we had seemed like a lot of really weird shots. The hits were fine. Like, the regular swings were good. But the shot, like the hatchets that landed, seemed really weird. This one wasn't as bad. For me, at least. Yeah. But...
This doesn't feel right.
I know it doesn't feel right, Arella. I'm sorry. Anywho, with that being said, I am tired, so I'm going to call it there for the night. I mean, we did get just under 2 hours, so that's not so bad. But yeah, with that being said, that's it for tonight. I like, as per usual, I have no idea when the next stream will be. I have no idea what the next stream will be. Probably more Dead by Daylight, or possibly Stardew Valley again, but we'll see. I'll play that by ear. I'll see how I feel. But I don't know when it'll be. It could be tomorrow. It could be a week from today. I really just don't know, unfortunately. But anyway, this will be up on my YouTube with the same name. If you have any suggestions or if you have thoughts on the new Survivor or Rella Rose, leave them there. And with that being said, thank you very much for being here and very much for watching, and I will see all you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.